support or help with physical sciences, grade 10, 11 or 12, or technical sciences for the FET, or how about help with some of the chemistry topics in agricultural sciences? Well, you've come to the right place. Ask a science teacher with over 20 years experience in teaching science. Just leave your questions here on the Physical Sciences study group wall here on Facebook. And if your question is a problem that is widespread, then it will be answered with a segment on YouTube. Hi everybody, this is the Opinionated Science Educator, and welcome to the Physical Sciences study group. I started this channel a number of years ago because I do believe that social media is a good platform for students or learners to be able to help each other and ask questions. And there are times when I see your questions and I will answer them. I'd like to encourage you to ask your questions here, and when I see them, I will answer them, and who knows, maybe your question is a question that I think other students might need help with, and your question could be answered in a YouTube video. So this is the public physical sciences study group that I have on Facebook, and I've had it for quite a while. Now, how I'd like to use the group is to allow you as physical science students to put up questions that you need answering. So let me just go through some of these. Okay, so here is a question from a physics paper. This is dealing with force, so this could be a grade 12 paper, or it could be a grade 11 paper, but Vilakazi is asking for help with 2.3, which is asking to calculate the magnitude of the vertical component of the applied force. So to any of the students who are on this group, and like Vilakazi, you have a question, you can post it here and I will develop a support video and I will post it on my YouTube channel, and then I will come back here and give the link. So you can use this physical sciences public Facebook study group to ask for help with problems. Okay, so here is another question about what a projectile is. Okay, now Bib is asking a question that's way too general to actually answer when she says asking for help with physics, please. Which topics, which section? I mean, physics is half of your curriculum. So I need you to be quite specific with the questions that you ask on this group, and I will, as I go through the posts, I will look and see what needs to be answered, and I will answer those questions. Here is a question from another user. This is probably grade 10. It says, please help me. Here's the question. A certain element Q is in group 2 of the periodic table, and for this element write the normal valency and the number of valence electrons. And there, as you can see, I did respond to this question. And because it's in group 2, then it has to have 2 valence electrons, so it has a normal valency of 2. It's not asking which element it is, because you would need more clues than are given in the question. Okay, so here's another question about what is the difference between a non-polar and a polar molecule. Well, there are 2 reasons that a molecule could be polar or non-polar. The first is the electronegativity difference between the 2 atoms that are bonded together. So the shared electrons would be pulled closer to one atom than the other, leaving the one atom positive, or with a slight positive charge, making that end positively charged. If the molecule then also has a negatively charged region, such as in water, because of the lone pairs of electrons, then you have a polar molecule. But for example, carbon dioxide, there's also an electronegativity difference, but the shape of the molecule is linear. So the two things that make a molecule polar or nonpolar is any electronegativity difference between the bonding atoms and the shape of the molecule. So a polar molecule has two distinct ends, a negative end and a positive end, because of the electronegativity differences and the shape of the molecule, whereas a nonpolar molecule does not have a positive end and a negative end. So it doesn't have two different sides. So that is the key difference between a polar and a non-polar molecule. So if you post your questions here, I do try and answer them. And if I think that it's a problem that I think many students might have, then I will produce a support video for you. And I will post all the support videos on this group. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, The Opinionated Science Educator, on YouTube, and I look forward to answering your questions. So until next time, this is The Opinionated Science Educator, signing off.